Hi, I'm Jenkins. Welcome to week 25 of Reflections. Now, it's beginning to get difficult for me to fit everything I want to say in these videos in just an 11-minute time frame, is kind of what I've become comfortable with. So let's get diving right into it right now. So, some highlights to start out. I went to the big town, about 10,000 people, about an hour away, to get a mattress. I was going to mattress shop and grab some supplies, and I ended up doing just that, except for I didn't get a mattress. I walked into a pawn shop, and this happens every time I go into a pawn shop, really. I've only been to a pawn shop a few times, but every single time I've come out with something completely unexpected. And anyway, long story short, I bought a guitar. So it's nothing fancy, but I was like, I want to learn guitar after I kind of get a hang of piano, and I kind of thought it was a good deal. I got a good deal. I got a small amp to go along with it and the stand, and I think it's good for me to learn on, and I can give myself a break from learning piano every now and then. But piano will still be the main focus. But I'm gonna start learning guitar while I'm at it. Also, after last week's video, I basically immediately fell into what most people would call a rut, and I'm still kind of digging my way out of it. And you'll see on my Excel sheet what happened, but it's just been kind of tough, with things adding up on me, and I haven't been getting around to doing what I should be doing. Not necessarily stuff on the charts, my weekly goals, but just like random errands and stuff that I just things been just piling up on me, and before you know it, I'm like underwater with things to do. And then I guess my way of responding to that is to just completely shut down, and that's no good. That's no good. So I'll talk on that later. And also, yeah, I guess I'm also just like picking up the pieces. I still got things to improve on here, obviously, but let's just get into my spreadsheet here. I think that'll help explain what's going on. So I kind of stepped back from last week. You can see I had quite a few penalties, we're calling them, when I didn't do what I said I was going to do for the day. But, with all of that, the one thing I can say for myself is that I was not just wasting away playing video games all week. I had almost half the screen time I allow myself. Like, this is 5 hours and 40 minutes of screen time total for the week, under an hour a day. So that's really not the problem, is it? The problem is just really not having a routine. I think it kind of boils down to I don't have a set time when I do these activities. Um, I think that would be a good idea to re-implement that, because I've discussed this in an earlier video. That's something I wanted to add, and I guess throughout the weeks, some of my good habits have died off as time goes by. But so yeah, I just been missing a few of my killer 5-minute workouts. Um, Music production chipping away here and there, but really it hasn't been my focus. After Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday when it was the day where I just couldn't get anything going. I told myself I just need to take a break. I was basically suffering from burnout, I believe it would be called, and I was just expecting, my expectations were way up here, and then my mental state was down here. It just wasn't a match. Yes, it's 5-minute things, but I'm very busy and I have a lot of things going on, just like all of us do, right? So, need to find a way to rise above it all. But as you can see, Friday I got the guitar. Saturday and Sunday I spent a lot of time practicing, or a decent amount, just doing my first guitar lesson and tuning it. Uh, and I also changed the category from piano practice to piano and guitar. But like I said, piano will be the main focus still, and then guitar will kind of supplement that and give me a break every now and then to keep it interesting, keep it flavorful. And meditation, I fell off a cliff. Reading, I haven't done anything. Oh man, it just looks bad. It looks really bad, and I know it looks bad. but that's why I'm here, right? It's to keep me on track, to recognize where I went wrong, and improve from there. So with all these 13 penalties, I think last week we had seven. No, 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 no. I had three last week, and I called it a seven. So 13. All right, we'll call it a four. We'll we'll call it a four. You know, that's definitely not passing, and it really has to get a lot better than this. It really has to. But here we go. We'll just enter these in for the week with the weekly rating and 13 penalties. And also, here's one of the things I changed as well. I noticed that I was just giving myself negative points minute for minute for each five. Say I missed my 5 minute meditation, I would get -5 points, -5 points. And here I took that, I'm going to multiply my penalties by 5. So that means if I miss an activity, I'm basically, deducting 25 minutes of productive activities, points worth. I know this is getting really confusing. I can barely keep up with it too, but that's what the Excel sheet is here for, to keep things readable, thinkable, whatever the word is for it. But here we go. So my new balance is 669. There was two occasions where my boss or bosses took us out for drinks. So I had two yeah, that was 4 drinks from work, and then I also bought some beer. It's 4th of July is coming up, and I had one today. So that's 5 alcoholic drinks. So I'll add that to my total spent. I only have 169 points left after that's all said and done, thanks to my new penalty increase. But I think it's a good increase. It gives me more incentive to not miss a day. Before it's like, oh, 5 minutes, I'll just practice piano an extra 10 minutes and I'll make up for it and then some. But that's not going to work anymore. It takes change sometimes, and that's what the series has all been about. It's changing things for the better. So what is next? Now, this is week 25. Next week will mark week 26, and being there's 52 weeks in a year, it will be the official halfway point of a year that I've been doing these videos, and that's kind of a milestone, I guess, sort of. So I kind of wanted to do something special, and my idea for that was to revisit the whole dopamine fasting, dopamine detox idea, but take it another step further this time. Because looking back, I believe my dopamine detox episode, that was one of my better weeks, and that's when I had way higher standards for myself. And I don't know, things just kind of clicked for me that week, and I really kind of missed that, and I know I can get that back if I just follow the steps I did last time and just not indulge in anything. So this time around, I think what I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to start a dopamine detox starting tomorrow, Monday, and it's going to run all the way through Sunday until I shoot my next video. And that will be my next video, will be me talking about my experience doing this dopamine detox. And let's just go over the rules of the dopamine detox real quick. I can do any of the activities I have listed on my spreadsheet: working out, music production, guitar practice, piano practice, charting, meditation, and reading. But here's the change up: there will be screen time, there will be no video games, there will be no music. Like, I'm not going to listen to music because that's an unnecessary dopamine releaser. So I'm going to stay away from that. No magic cards. I'm putting them away. I'm not going to look at them at all. Basically, any activity that spikes dopamine above what I need to do. Like, I'll still use screen time for work and whatnot, but anything more than what's necessary, I will not do. I will not partake in it. And this is kind of a light version of the dopamine detox, I believe, because I'm still allowed to do all these different activities like, you know, guitar practice and, you know, music production. Still me at a computer, but doing things that are productive and serving me. So that's what I got in mind for this next week, and I hope it turns out well. I did last time, so it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot because I do believe that, you know, getting your brain chemicals in the right balance, you know, for me, it's, you know, redirecting like dopamine towards activities that help you along your path, you know, that serve you. Make yourself get your dopamine from the activities that are pushing you along to where you want to be, and not on ones that are holding you back and distracting you from where you want to be or what you want to be doing. So with that, that is what I have for you this week. I'm looking forward to sharing some good news and some good experiences with y'all next week. Until then, have a great week. No compromise. Let's go.